accidentally left on and off overnight. So my voice is gone this morning. I do apologize, guys, if I go a little bit husky on you all. I hope everyone is well. A very big news today, guys. Very big news. Oh, get excited. Lots of things are going to be happening over the next few months. Fingers, I should do it like that, really. Fingers, all the fingers crossed. Hello, Angela, Ghost Hacker. All fingers crossed that I stay well, because I've got a bit of a husky voice. I'm hoping it was just the air conditioning. Who did I miss? Oh, it's Angela, the lovely Angela. I said, good morning. I hope you are well. So, guys, it is a good morning, Kiki. Good morning, Tori from Paulie's Crochet. Welcome, everyone. I will have this little husky voice. Good morning, Karen. Yours truly did sleep on and off with the air conditioning on last night. Bad mistake. Good morning, Margaret. And now I feel really hoarse this morning, so I've got my water with me. Good morning, Stacey. Good morning, Katie. And Manish. Oh, that's a beautiful. Is it Manish? Did I say it right? No, Mumshi. Mumshi. Oh, that's so cute. I love that name. Mumshi. That's so cute. Apparently it sounds like short for mum, maybe. Or maybe that's just a name. What a beautiful name. Welcome, by the way, because I've not seen that name before. So welcome, guys. Lots of news to talk about today. Oh, very exciting. Good morning, Mary. I hope you're well. And Ghost Hacker says good evening, because it's evening where she is. It certainly is. Guys, oh my gosh, what exciting news we have. Love your top so far. Well, it's just black. It fits in with everything, Kathy. Hello, everyone. Happy day, late Thanksgiving to those who celebrated. I'll talk about that in a minute. Kathy, I gotcha. It's my first time here. Welcome, Mumshi. I hope I'm saying the right word. Mumshi. I love it. So welcome. And Creative says hello from Tennessee. Now, for those of you who do celebrate Thanksgiving, we don't do that here in Australia, but I will wish you all a happy Thanksgiving. I have heard lots about it when I did an editing course years ago. Oh, it's funny, I did an editing course. Hard to imagine, really. My grammar can be all over the place. But I did an editing course years ago, and that is when I first learned about Happy Thanksgiving, or Thanksgiving in general, because one of the exercises was a Thanksgiving letter that we had to edit as an Australian who didn't know what Thanksgiving was. And apparently I got an A for it. So, hey, for that anyway, not for everything, but for that I did. So I knew all about Thanksgiving accidentally. I don't say accidentally because I had no idea what I was saying. But there you go. And everybody's talking all at once. And Mary's saying, welcome to Mumshi. That's so cute. Hello is my first time. Juanita, I hope I'm saying it right. Juanita or Janita? Or Juanita. It sounds like Juanita, maybe. Welcome, first timer. I love the first timers as well as my regulars. Join in and have a lot of fun. Sometimes we have too much fun. Shh, don't tell anyone. Still doing your table runner. Sorry, I don't know where I got brother from. And Mary once again saying welcome to Juanita. Hello from Kentucky. Dana from Kentucky. Hello from Melbourne, Australia. Glenroy to be exact. And Teresa, why my older sister is on today. Say hello to Teresa. Apparently she was a bit of a star on our recent video. She was a bit of a star on our sister's video. What video are we talking about? The one where we had, let's show him. Oh, it's not going to work. The one where we had Guy, little Guy up there he is. If you're wanting to make Guy, I'm doing this with my hands. Sorry, guys. If you wanted to make Guy, look, I'll lift him up a little bit. How's that so you can see him? If you're wanting to make Guy, let me bring it up here. How's that? He's the star of the show, not Teresa. Guy is the star of the show. Teresa was hilarious, and so were my other sisters as well. I had Josie in the background. You guys don't see Josie at all. She is just so cute. She's so much fun. And live, she's extra fun. When I say live, she's not, in heavens, but live outside of YouTube. She's a lot of fun to hang out with. And when we were younger, she and I had a lot of fun. Teresa was the one that said, "What, everybody, be good." No, but Teresa was a lot of fun on that video. The video that says My Sisters and a Special Guest. If you have not seen it, it's about, I don't know, 3 or 4 videos away. When the live is complete, I can pop the link to that video in the description box down below, so you haven't missed it. You can always rewatch it later. So that's the great news about YouTube. There's no rush to watch anything. Some of the games you both played, Josie and I were so naughty. No, but we were good naughty. We didn't want to hurt anybody. We just wanted to have a bit of fun. We used to play we used to play shopping in the kitchen. And where we lived, the place was upstairs, really high up, and the room was so small, the kitchen. And when you opened up the cupboards, it kind of almost matched or met. So one of us would stand on one side of the cupboard doors, and one of us would stand on the other, and we'd be playing, how much do you want to pay for this? And what do you want to buy there? And yeah, we do some weird stuff. But you know what? When we were kids, we had a lot of fun. We didn't play only and look like zombies. We had a lot of fun. We did a lot of stuff. And Ghost Hacker has done a super chat of £5. I don't know what that is in Aussie dollars, but thank you so much for your super chat, Ghost Hacker. That is very kind of you. And it's very well received. Thank you, Ghost Hacker. And if you don't know Ghost Hacker, that's Angela. I actually did a shout out to her on one of our recent, my top 10 favorite crochet channels here on YouTube. You can check that out as well at the end of the link. At the end of the live, I will pop a link in the description box down below. And Teresa says, she says, in other words, they played supermarket shopping. Yes, we did. Close to $10 or $11 maybe, not sure. We're not really sure yet. Better get that checked. Good morning, everyone. Hello, Kerry. I hope you're well. Been dying to go ages. Been dying it to go ages. Not sure. You mean you've been wanting to do that for a long time, possibly, Angela? Well, Angela, let me talk to you about Angela quickly from Ghost Hacker. What is a super chat? I will explain that to you in a minute, Tori. Angela is one of those people that has been with me. And Karen has done a $10 super chat. Thank you, ladies, both Angela and Karen Beaton. Karen does them all the time. And I do thank you so much, ladies. It's well received. Yeah, Angela has been with me since day one. When I say day one, I won't say day one, because day one I didn't have many subscribers. I think I had about 30 or 40 subscribers, and they were all family and friends. And then after a while, when things got a little bit busier for me, Angela and Suzanne from God Crochet and Create were the two people that stuck with me since then, and I thank them so much. And Karen, thank you again for your super chat as well. And also, Tori, you asked what a super chat is. Tori, when you reach a certain stage on YouTube, you can set up super chat on your YouTube channel. But I think you have to have a certain amount of subscribers and a certain amount of watch hours as well when you set up your normal adverts. If you've got adverts on your channel already, if you're already a what do they call them? I've forgotten now because I don't do it very much. Oh, what's it called? Give me a second. But when you're already having your adverts put on your channel, you can do super chat. Super chats are done through your live, and people who follow you can actually donate to your channel to help keep the channel up. Like every time I'm doing something for the channel, I buy something new. Like these lights this year cost me an arm and a leg, but I had to have it because, I mean, look how much, if I didn't have these lights right now, I'd be sitting in the dark. Seriously, even with the normal lights on, I'd be sitting in the dark. So these lights cost me a fortune. Nobody pays for that. I do. But then the odd super chat comes up like Karen or like Angela, and all of a sudden you're starting to find funds that you're able to help you out with your channel. Also helps you out with designing patterns as well. Designing patterns are not free. You pay a fortune with designers if they're, when they say a fortune, not for one pattern, but in patterns in general, yeah. And they're not free. The designer puts in hours and hours and hours of work, and that is taking time from her paid or commission projects, if you will. So running a channel like this is not cheap. I did go cheap, however. I found a way to go cheaper. But recently I've been building up on the channel and adding nice things to make it look better. I'm out to get a new board. You see this board on the video, when I'm doing the video and you see my hands, I have a blue board there. I'm actually out to buy a new board because the place where I bought it folded during lockdown. So I can't find it anywhere and I'm stressing out thinking about it. So I'm going to try Officeworks and things like that. But it doesn't matter where I try. I can even get it from online, but I don't want to because that's a board. It's cardboard. So when it comes delivered, I don't want it all squashed and mangled. So I'll pay a fortune to dry that somewhere just so that I can get the best board for our channel. I mean, my board is just, it's gone old. If you look carefully at it, it's old and I will be replacing it. So Tori, to answer your questions, Super Chat is, it's a thing that helps you out financially during your channel. And plus it gives the opportunity for your subscribers to thank you. And that is the way they thank me. Some people do it privately. They do things privately. That's okay too. And they don't want their name mentioned online. That's fine. You know, it's a bit like one of my sisters who won't show her face on social media. Not for anything. She just doesn't like social media. So you have the ups and downs of YouTube, Tori, and this is one of them. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not so good. I have some bad times too. I won't talk about those. Maybe one other day. I'll do a whole tutorial on them. Okay, so what have we got here? People are saying things like, I'm always here and use your patterns, so I like to pay back. Thank you, Karen. That is very kind of you. Gosaka says, getting a webcam on Sunday for your computer. I'm very pleased. And Franca, everybody say hello to Franca. Lovely Franca, still in hospital, still not well, still watching us from hospital. I just cannot get over that. You're amazing, Franca. And Tori says, gotcha. So it's you have to be in a stage of your channel where you can be financed before you can get Super Chat. Yeah, poor Franca, she's had it rough this year. So everybody, oh, Kiki again, there's Kiki and Franca. Let me talk to you guys about Kiki and Franca. When they get together, one of them, or sometimes both of them, end up in that naughty corner. I know, but Franca, she helped us out a lot recently. She doesn't realize how much she helped us when she had a chat with Fiber Spider for us and allowing us to create his version of the kaleidoscope blanket, which I did change up a little bit to suit us, just to get, you know, very close-up views and make it a little bit brighter, because I found it, I was struggling to watch it as well. But because I knew Crochet, I knew exactly what he was saying anyway, so if I couldn't see it, it didn't matter. But for newbies who are not sure what's happening, it's really good to have those real close-ups and really bright lighting, which is what this is, and it does cost a fortune to buy. Now, what did I get on for? I know, I always get on Saturday mornings, but today is special. Why, I hear you ask? You are not going to believe it. Yours truly. This is why I'm not putting as many tutorials up online. I've been doing a lot of background work that you guys don't see. And this background work included an interview, our first interview. Well, when I say our first interview, we have small interviews, people who are local friends of mine, that kind of thing. But this lady, yes, she's a friend of mine, not a very close friend because we don't socialize, but I met her at a, and I love saying this because they always get a mention on my channel anyway, Unwind Craft Cafe at their sit and stitch nights. They used to have, just before, you know, everything hit, the bad news happened, they used to have a sit and stitch night. I'm not sure if it was the first Thursday or the second Thursday. Karen, maybe not Karen, but someone else might be able to help me with that. I can't remember now. It was such a long time ago. And they used to have their sit and stitch night on Thursdays once a month. And we met there, and she is just lovely. Who am I talking about? Well, I mentioned on the channel a couple of weeks ago that I may have a first interview, but I wasn't really sure. First Thursday, thank you, Margaret. Yes, thank you, Margaret. Margaret Bailey. I met Margaret at the same place as well. So look, that store has actually opened my eyes to a lot of different things when it comes to crafting. It's not all about crochet. You know, sometimes it's about, you know, making hair for dolls that I messed up anyway. And sometimes it's about knitting. Achoo, I'm still allergic to that word. That wasn't a real sneeze, by the way, guys. Guy and I, we're both allergic to the word knitting. Achoo. Sorry, guys. But the lovely lady I'm talking about, her name is Roz. Now, Roz, I showed you this yarn maybe about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks. We said we might get together and do an interview, but we set a date during the week. Check her out. Her name is Roz from Passion Flower. You may have heard me talking about her again, like I said a couple of weeks ago. I sent an Instagram message to her because I knew we'd already discussed this a while back. I said, Teresa says, it's still not swearing. Knitting is a swear word to me. I sent a message to her confirming some ideas and dates, and all we came up with was the date. I didn't actually talk to her about the ideas. What? She knows what I'm like. She knows I can be a little bit silly. I'm sure she knows that. Now, Roz, the lovely Roz, she has a YouTube channel as well here talking about On the Farm. I think it's called On the Farm. It's actually from Passion Flower. So this is what it looks like when you type it in on YouTube. And she has all her information about On the Farm. It's called On the Farm. And she does a lot of stuff to do with the farm. And she's a hand dyer. So I'm going to be using hand-dyed yarn for the very first time. What? You're thinking, oh, all this stuff. Look, I've had hand-dyed yarn. I've never used it because I thought it was just too precious to use. That's so funny. Now, I don't know why I'm feeling like that. But this particular yarn was given to me via Unwind Craft Cafe, again from Killer East. I always mention them because we've had a rapport that's gone way back. I don't know, maybe 7 years, 5, 7. I can't even remember the very first time I walked into Unwind. That's the difference. You know when you don't remember that date because you were just taken, I was blown away. When I walk in there, every time I walk into Unwind Craft Cafe, I say, honey, I'm home. And it's a true fact. Honey, I'm home. So Roz actually sells her yarn, her hand-dyed yarn there at Unwind Craft Cafe. And when we went on a cruise in the beginning of the year, which we probably won't do again for a little while, for you know the reason, I'm not even going to mention the word. It takes up too much of my life and I don't want to hear about it. But I will talk about the cruise. On the cruise, there was a gift pack. Unwind are amazing. Thank you, Karen. They sure are. I'm knitting now. Sorry. Achoo. Oh. Roz has a channel. Yes, I've mentioned that. Roz has a channel here at on YouTube, and that is what you're looking for, Passion Flower. Now, Teresa says so am I. And Roz is a lovely, lovely, lovely person. Now, when I was on the cruise, we got a gift pack from Unwind Craft Cafe by booking the cruise with them, and just as a thank you gift for us being on the cruise with them. And this pack was huge, massive. And this was one of the yarn, and I got 2 of them in the pack. And I have to say, I haven't touched it since January. I've had this, but I'm too scared to touch it because for me, it's just so precious. And I will, and I'm thinking because this works out, I think to be, they're 25 grams each. This works out to be 50 grams. This is the perfect size for a newborn beanie, with a little bit more to spare. So maybe we could have a chat with Roz. What? They're looking at me thinking, say it. We could probably purchase some yarn there and perhaps we could make something just a tad bigger. Now this is actually a 4-ply, which is fingering, very thin yarn, and the crochet hook you would probably use, or it doesn't say here, but I think you're looking at 3 or a 3.5. Don't judge me on it. I'll have to ask Roz when I see her, but it is a very thin yarn. You might even need a 2.5. It's a very thin yarn, but we'll see. Play it with ear. Play it by ear. If she's got some 8-ply yarn, I'll be the first to purchase. But just don't tell her because we don't want her to think I'm there to purchase. Apparently she's got, guess what she's got on her farm? Cows, my favourite animal. Oh, I'm going to be lost with cows. She'll be looking for me. I'll be stuck there days in between the cows. Fingering yarn. I know. Look, personally, I don't use a very thin yarn. But when I do, I like to create like shawls or something gorgeously soft, a nice little gorgeous soft top, if you will, in cotton, of course. But this is wool. No, it's not. I'm lying. I'm lying again already. It says 80% superwash merino, so it's gorgeously soft, with 20% nylon. So, and then the name of it is called, it's actually Gumboot Sock, and it says gentle machine wash, just cruising. I'm assuming that's the machine wash. that means that, or does that mean the yarn? I'm not sure. This is why we're doing the interview. We're going to ask her all sorts of fun questions. And guys, get this. If you like whatever question that you are thinking of asking Roz, who has a farm, who hand dyes her yarn, please talk to me about it. And if she wants to talk about that question, we'll bring that question up for her as well. So whatever question you may have for Roz and her farm and her hand dyeing, we'll have a chat with her about that. I'm more interested in the fact that she recently, I'm not sure if she's finished it yet. I haven't been watching all her series because time has prevented that, whether she's finished her craft. She was making a whole craft. It wasn't just a room. It was like a mini craft room. It was a house, kind of a mini house thing. And that's what I want to see. I want to see if that's finished. I want to see if it's not finished, we'll just have a look at, the outside and, the walls on the inside. But if it's not finished, she may not have her yarn up. I have used her yarn because I was a previous cruise and made a shawl, used my walker to help wind the skeins. Oh, that's an interesting thing to use your walker with. I didn't even think of that. So Karen was on the cruise with me as well. For those of you who may know, we're not really close friends. We don't socialize, but we met on the cruise. And she was a lovely lady, and we had a lot of fun on that cruise. I might have had a little bit too much fun, as you do. I went to everything. I had to try everything. I went to the shows. I went to, and I did my ballroom dancing lessons, which I didn't need because I was a professional, but I went just for fun. I'm an ex-ballroom dancer. So when I went there, the guys looking at me thinking, hey, wait a minute. What's going on here? Well, I'm pretending to fake it. It was the best. I do have a lot of silly fun. Yeah. Anyway, that's Roz, and that is Passion Flower. We are having an interview. Oh, I forgot the date. Oh, no, I didn't. Well, let's get it right. 17th of December. I believe it's a Thursday. That's the date I'll be seeing her. That is not the date that you will be seeing the video. You like your... That's not what I had on the cruise. I actually had strawberry daiquiris, but Margaret can vouch for that. Margaret Bailey was on the cruise. They're having our strawberry daiquiris. Funnily enough, on the cruise, I bought this drinks package and I thought, why did I buy it for? I'm not really a big drinker. So on the last night, I was shouting everybody drinks. Can vouch for that, Margaret says. We'll have to meet for a coffee, tea, milkshake, water. Karen, cheers. We will meet. We will have to. Unwind's open now. What? Maybe we should do an unwind moment. Oh, we could do it local where you are. I have family in Melton. Cheers, by the way. I have family in Melton. I have two of my sisters in Melton, not Teresa. Both Sarah and Josie. Josie in the background. They live in Melton, and I'd be willing to drive all the way there because I go there anyway. Well, I haven't been for a while. I think they're starting to get a complex. Guys, what else do we want to talk about? Every time you see me move away, you see something behind me. I know, I keep doing it on purpose. That shouldn't be there for starters. Hello, let's get rid of that. Shh, you didn't see that. That was a lid to a tub I have down there. I was looking for some more yarn. Can you believe it, all this yarn here? But I keep my good yarn in tubs. When I say my good yarn, I mean, the very elite yarn that I never ever use because I just think it's too precious. And it's ridiculous. I buy this precious yarn, I stick them in the tubs and I hide them. Silly. So anyway, guys, while I keep moving out the way, there's another blankie that you guys may have seen in the past. Let's talk about how there's 3 birthdays next week. We'll talk about birthdays in a minute. I just want to advertise this little blanket. When I say little, it's not that little. Now, this blanket, I'll show you in a minute. I purchased the yarn directly from the farmer who had a visit to, again, Unwind Craft Cafe. They're in everything. They are a part of everything. And fingers crossed that I can get an interview with them as well. Listen to the voices going, guys. It's going. Don't put air conditioners on overnight. Do yourself a favour. Don't do it. And the farmer's name is Tom, and fingers crossed I can get a hold of him or anyone on the farm. I don't care who it is, as long as they deal with yarn, the yarn side of things, and the sheep that they have had for, I don't even know how long. Yes, the eye candy. I know, poor Tom. He's not going to want to interview with us if we're going to keep calling him eye candy. Eating a double chopped Tim Tam. This is that Karen. Karen's eating Tim Tams. Carla says hello, hello. Okay. Now, so what we're going to do, we're going to talk about that blanket right now. A big birthday this year. Yes, I know, Franca. Fine, we'll talk about the birthdays before the blanket, yes? So, who's having birthdays? We've got Franca. Who else is having birthdays? Come on, tell me. And I'll do a happy birthday to you. What's her name? Marilyn Monroe on you. Of course, yes. Mine is Thursday. Oh, Kiki's is Thursday. Karen's having one. We're talking subscribers here. And Liz says hello. Liz, you've come in a little bit late. Unless you've been here for a while. We've been doing lots of talk, lots of fun news. Happy birthday to Franca. Look, let's just do it all at once. Karen's is on Tuesday. Let's do it all at once. Everybody would like to say to our subscribers whom are having birthdays this week, happy birthday to you. I will not sing it because I'm not good. Doesn't matter whose birthday it is. Just happy birthday to you. Who cares? Everybody, happy birthday. Enjoy your birthdays, ladies. Have a lot of fun. I hope you get plenty of yarn. Oh, I hope you get crochet hooks and not knitting needles. And I hope you enjoy your birthday, guys, because that's what it's all about, enjoying yourselves. Oh, you're 21, are you, Kiki? Yeah, I was 21, well, let me see, last week. Well, wasn't really. I was only 22 last week. Oh, I keep dreaming. Now, guys, a happy birthday to everyone. I hope you have good birthdays this week and enjoy every moment of it, because we are entitled to that this year. We're all entitled to have birthdays every week for the rest of this horrible year. Oh, gosh. Okay. Now, that blanket right there, the reason I'm talking about it is because I bought the yarn from Craft Cafe, and Unwind Craft Cafe, I should say, and the farmer actually came one night and advertised his yarn. I'm currently knitting a chew yarn you gave me earlier this year. I'm making a vest. My next vest I'm going to crochet is in the Tunisian Simple Stitch. And Teresa mentioned a long time ago that she would come onto our channel and do a Tunisian, well, first we'll do the interview, and then do a Tunisian tutorial with her, just a small one, maybe a little swatch, if you will, maybe a washcloth or something, and perhaps we can do something small on the channel. Teresa did say that's happening, and all we need to do is book a date. Yes, book a date. Now, Teresa, for those of you who don't know who Teresa is, she's my eldest sister. Ready when you are. She says, well, give me time because I booked a lot of interviews now. But I will get you in, especially over Christmas break. Yeah, Teresa's going to show us a little bit about the Tunisian stitch, which I don't actually, I have done. I'm not an expert at it, so I try not to, linger in that area. And I leave that up to the experts, as a lot of people leave crochet up to me. I'm leaving Tunisian up to Teresa and other people who can do Tunisian. What we'll do when we interview Teresa, we'll talk about different types of hooks, and also different types. I've got quite a few hooks here as well, and different types of yarn that you can use during Tunisian, and different color combinations that, may help out with some, let me say it without cringing, Grafgan. I said one day I would do a Grafgan blanket using the Tunisian stitch. What is a Grafgan, I hear you ask, when you see pictures on blankets? If you wanted to, I can do your whole face on a blanket. I'd rather not. I'd rather not. I try to avoid that because the color, if you look carefully at all the colors you see here, it's a bit shadowy there, nice and bright here, nice and bright directly on. That, the amount of color combinations that will happen just here would be like maybe 20 or 50 different skeins hanging off the blanket. That's the difference. You're putting in the right shading to get the right look, and that's what graphganing is all about. There are different types of graphgans you can do. You can do like a corner to corner graphgan where you just put the blobs of color in, so it doesn't matter. It's not it's not as close as you would make a normal graphgan with single crochets. I say normal, there's no such thing as a normal. I would say the average graphgan. But apparently color change is better using Tunisian. So we might have a little chat with Teresa about that when she comes on, when we do the interview. I can actually book Teresa anytime because, you know, at the end of the day, we are family. So we will do something. Oh, the voice is going to go, guys. I'm sorry. Do not sleep with the air conditioner. I'm warning you. Don't do it. It's on and off all night. It was cold. It was hot. It was cold. It was hot. That's what happens when you have these really hot nights here at Melbourne. We don't have them very often, but we had it last night. It was disgusting. Anyway, let's get back to business. This is the blanket that I created, and the actual stitch is everywhere. And maybe, just maybe, in the future, we may make something similar. Won't be the same because this is, you know, it's got its own little signature. But we may make something similar in the future. And there it is. It is the Sunburst stitch, well, I don't know, Sunburst square, if you will. Never did one. Okay, we might make one. We might make one in the future. I think we might. Oh, you mean the graphgan? I don't make those. Forget that. I'm not showing you that. That's just too much work. That's too much work. And there you go. So we are going to be making something like this. Yes, this is called the Sunburst Blanket. It's actually more of a sunburst flower. The square is the actual sunburst. The yarn I used around it, all of this yarn is from Tandy Farms, and it is called Tandy yarn, and it's simply divine. When I was using it, it was soft. It was okay. I thought, oh, it's nice. It's nice. Then when I washed it in my fabric softener, because I use fabric softener with some things, when I washed it, I knew I wasn't going to give it away. I thought I would, but I didn't. And there's a story around this one too. When I washed it with a fabric softener, it got even softer, and it's so heavy. So it's really thick. It's probably heavy because it's big. Look, it's really big. It's one of the biggest blankets I've made. We could make something like this. I'll do something small if you like on the channel, and we could make a blanket, and you can just add the extra squares to make yours large. And I'll make something small that we can just pop over the chair there, maybe with future yarn that we buy from, I should say purchase. Purchase, use the right word, Mary. It's not called buy anymore, it's called purchase. We've got to sound elegant, don't we? That we purchase from farmers, or that we purchase from our hand dyers, our favourite hand dyers. I have a few hand dyers here in Melbourne that I get yarn and never use them. Locked away, they're just too precious to use. But you know what? They're made to use. This blanket here cost me an arm and a leg to make, because when you are buying yarn directly from a hand dyer or directly from a farm, you are purchasing, how do I explain it? You're purchasing their craft, if you will. You are purchasing them to stay alive. Buy directly from the farmers, guys. I can't express that enough, because it helps that farmer stay alive. You know what I mean? And apparently Tandy Farms also has a little place that you can stay an overnight, a weekend, a week. I don't know how long they do it, because I haven't actually stayed there. But I may do a stay. If we can get an interview out of them, I'll do a 3-day stay or a 5-day stay, depending on how I feel. I love the outback. I love air. I love being out with trees and birds. I love the noise. People say it's just too noisy. I love it. But it's not. Have you tried living in the city? Oh, what? At least with the out area, way back out, you get the trees and the birds and all the loveliness of the farm. You might get the naughtiness, like, you know, snakes and bugs and things, but that happens anywhere. These days it does. So anyway, mine usually big enough to fit a double bed. Yes, you do. I know you make large ones, Teresa. About blankets we're talking about, by the way, guys, if you've missed it. That is so beautiful, and I love the colours, everything running together. That's correct. I did plan it, and I actually showed the young Tom. I say young Tom because everybody's younger than me. Everyone's younger than me. I showed Tom a picture of the blanket when I met him again. I met him twice. I think there was 3 times. The third time was just a hi and bye. I met him the second time at Coburg Town Hall. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. For those of you who've been to the Coburg Town Hall Fibre Festival, I think, or I can't remember what it's called, guys, if you've been there. Because I don't go, I only went once, and I went to check it out. I loved it. I wished I was a part of it, and I thought maybe this year, and instead I might, have a discussion with them about next year. Now, he was there, and I showed him a picture, and he says, I've never seen my yarn colours together like that. And I said, well, it's the sunflower blanket. You can't go wrong with a sunflower blanket. When I think of farmers, when I think of farms, I always think of flowers and, nature I think of. So I thought, why not make a sunflower blanket? And mind you, this stuff, let me tell you, the sunflower square, it eats up a lot of yarn. Just, heads up. So if you want to use your good yarn, be prepared to spend a fortune like I did. I'll spend a fortune on this yarn. Would I do it again with expensive yarn? A blanket like this? No. I would make it cheaper. Having said that, the funny story around this blanket is I took it to Unwind Craft Cafe to show them the blanket. They did a little video. It was a while back. They did a little video. Hello, Natalie. I hope you are well. They did a little video for me, and then I forgot it at the shop. I panicked when I got home, and Kate had mentioned, she said, Mary, did you forget something? What did I forget? I forgot the blanket was sitting on the chair. I nearly fell over backwards and went died. I thought, not my blanket. Anyway, that's when I knew that I probably could never sell it because I'm just too attached to it. And nobody would be able to afford this blanket anyways. And I would never sell it for less than what it was created for. So I'm not selling it. It's staying here with moi. And funnily enough, this is pure wool. And I haven't broken out in a rash yet holding it, and nor have I got itchy. I wonder, maybe I should just leave it on my skin for a couple of hours when it's a really cold day and see if I don't break out. Because if I don't break out, that will be the first wool that I don't break out with. Can you believe it? What? Oh, am I not helloing? Sorry, Bonnie. Hello. I'm sorry, Bonnie. I've just been so busy like this. Sorry, Bonnie. I do love you. You forgot to say hello to Bonnie. I know. I'm sorry, Bonnie. I'm sorry. Sometimes I miss the chats. They all just come up and I just let them fly. And then sometimes I bring them down and, I think, you're not the only one I haven't said anything to. So if I've missed you, I do apologize, guys. Oh, look, someone loves me. I got 1 out of 8,500 subscribers. I keep saying 500. I think we're up to 8,800 now. What? When did that happen? It's like a couple of weeks ago it happened. No, the 800 didn't happen a couple of weeks ago. It was 8,500 a couple of weeks ago. Thank you, Blair. The lovely Blair. So that is our blanket. Now, fingers crossed, I haven't sent them an email yet. No, you know why? Because I'm trying to make sure it's all professional and gorgeous, and I've typed it up. It's sitting in my limbo, and I'm getting someone to look at it for me before I send it. You're thinking, what? I want to make it sound professional to everyone I send an email to. Now, the reason I didn't over-professional with Roz, because I knew Roz. I met her. She's lovely, Roz. We've talked a lot during our Unwind Craft visits that Thursday of every month. And fingers crossed they bring that back, which they are. They did say they will, but I don't know when. And I'll be able to go again. You know, that Thursday of every month, I actually do just let my hair down. I physically go there. We all go there with our knitting and crochet. Achoo, by the way. Knitting and crochet. Achoo again. Oh gosh, I'm so naughty. And I bring my crochet, and we're there for 2 hours or 3 hours. I can't remember now. And I think I only do about 20 minutes crochet. The rest is boom, 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 having a good time. I think in everything you do is amazing and so talented. You're good at everything you do. Oh, thank you, Blair. Can make me cry. If I can help out, I will. Oh, Bonnie's had her little things. Yeah, I'm sorry, Bonnie. I'm sorry. I saw that Tasty. Oh, so where did I get Tasty from? I kept on, and I think she wouldn't have till you told her. Oh, Bonnie, I would have eventually. It's the truth. Oh, thanks, Blair. Yeah, oh, I would have eventually. I was just so excited about Roz. And even though I've got this throat, I'm going to put the air conditioner on because it's getting really warm in here with these lights. I was just so excited about Roz. I didn't even see you there. I'm sorry, Bonnie. Everybody's so needy during this pandemic. We are all missing our huggy visits. Oh, yeah, I know. Well, look, like I said, Bonnie, you know, when it was with me, I didn't get to see my daughter for 3 months. So I understand where you're at. And in your situation, there are things I understand as well, which we won't get into because I don't know if you want to get into it, but I understand as well. So there you go. Now, that's the blanket. That is Tandy Farms, and fingers crossed I get an answer back from them as soon as I get the email to them. I tried ringing them, but the phone just goes all over the place. I don't know what's going on with their phone line, unless it was my phone line. No, wait a minute, I used my mobile. Couldn't be, and I used the mobile during the day, so no. So there must be something wrong with their phone on their website, so I'm just sending them directly an email. The blanket looks like a workout every time you lift it up. It's pretty heavy. I've just felt it fall. I have. I had it behind me. That goes to show how heavy it is. You take care, Bonnie. Yeah, she's beautiful, Bonnie. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. The blanket will be a blanket that we will create on Well Crochet. Maybe not that yarn, because that will cost me a fortune again, which I can't really afford that much. Do you want to know how much that yarn cost me? There's a lot of yarn there. Don't forget the virtual hugs to everyone. Oh, beautiful. Karen is so beautiful. The actual square itself, it just absorbs so much yarn. You're looking at $400-500 worth just of yarn alone there. I didn't buy it all at once. Couldn't afford that. Absolutely love the blanket. Need to make it. Now, you can make it, and make it with your yarn of your choice. It doesn't have to be that yarn. It's just the yarn I use because I was just taken back by using yarn from the farm, directly from the farm, and supporting our farmers, because at the end of the day, you know, this is where we are. We're living to support something. Why not support our farmers? Why not support our craft? Why not support anything to do with our craft? And that's what I think. Oh, that's so cute, Blair. Now, we will be creating a blanket like that, not this week. It's not happening for a few weeks. You have done your exercises today with that blanket. I know, I'm starting to get a bit sore already. We'll be creating that blanket. We'll all get together and create it. Maybe we'll do like a, I don't know, we'll think about it. I won't say it unless, because it'll get me into trouble if I say it and then it doesn't happen. I'll say maybe we can do like a competition thing. No, I won't say it. Zip. No more competitions. There's not too much happening all at once. At the moment, guys, don't forget, we have the cushion competition happening. Some people have already left comments. Thank you so much. Yours truly forgot to mention not to have anything to do with our current times. Like, I don't want to use the word pandemic, but I really don't want anything to do with that. So guess what? I'm giving everybody a second chance to go back and change anything to do with the virus, right? Because I really don't want anything to do with it this year. I want to wipe this year. I just want to delete it from our system. Put the blanket in the basket and run. That's so cute. You're cute, Bonnie. Say it, Mary. So I did. I was so naughty. You know, we might need to have to do a competition. Oh, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I just remembered the comment, my answer before the live. Guys, to me, if we can just, I might just make sure I make it clear on every video. If we can just avoid what's happening. I know it sounds terrible. It's like I'm avoiding the situation completely, but I'm not, because we're all in the situation. But I really don't want anything to name the pillow anything pandemic-y. Is that a word? Can I use that? Pandemic-y? So if I'm giving you guys an opportunity to go back, delete that pandemic word and put in another one. And another thing is, hi Raylene, I hope you're well. If you've written anything to do with the pandemic on the cushion, go and change it. You've got till Wednesday night to change it. Thursday, I forgot to even mention a time on Thursday. In fact, because I forgot the time, I may hold out to about 4 p.m. Thursday, which will be an hour or so before I upload the, might even have to be later in the evening if I do it at 4. So it takes a while for my editing package to transport the video over. So anything to do with pandemic, swipe the name off. take your time. You've got till Wednesday to change it, so it's no big deal, or even Thursday afternoon by 4 to change it. I forgot to mention, and I will mention that in all my competitions in the future, I don't want anything to do with it. I don't want to be reminded of this year's horror. It's just been a shocking year. It's not avoiding the situation because I know it's there. It's in our faces 24/7, but I just don't want my craft to be a part of it. I hope that doesn't make any sense. Does it make sense? I can't stand it. It's just aggravating me. The whole thing is. I like the name I picked. Guys, I'm loving some of the names. You're coming up with some fantastic names. And the thing is, some people are coming up with some great names and not the right colour combination. Some people are coming up with gorgeous colour combination and not the great name. So I just still haven't found one that has actually stuck. There's a couple that I like. Doesn't mean they'll be the ones chosen. But I still haven't found one that sticks out to me. I'll need something that just, flows. I need a flowy. We'll see. If I can't think of anything, like if I don't come up with anything until Thursday, then I'll just choose one of the two that I do like. I'm not telling you they are. I like the name I picked. Hello, buddy. You're so cute. Look, guys, you've got to be in it to win it. Remember, what you win when you enter this giveaway, you win the amount of yarn that you have chosen, one of each of those colours that you did choose. You also win, what did I say? You win the crochet hook to suit what? And not just a cheap one, some nice good ones. I might get the same one that I use online. They're pretty good. I love them. They're great for the hand. 2020 is horrible. It is the worst. It's the pits, Franca. I know we've had worse years. I don't know where. Not in my lifetime. That is one of the worst years in my lifetime. So I don't want to be reminded of it. I've got better things to do, like crafting, crocheting, meeting people, if we can get out eventually. Well, we can now, but we just spent 3 months shut away. So I think we're entitled to it. I'm staying up on the 31st, not to see the new year, but to make sure the current one leaves. Oh, it's got to go. It's got to go, Karen. We can all get together and kick it. Kick it out. I want everybody to get together with their crochet hooks and knitting needles, a chew, and kick 2020 in the derriere. I'm sure if I'll ever be the same. Oh, honey, you will. It's just time. Can't even celebrate my big birthday. Oh, because you're still. When do you come out of hospital, Franca? Do you know? Not sure if you're not. When do you come out of hospital? Hope, fingers crossed, you're out before your birthday. I think that to celebrate your birthday, you should get all of the staff at the hospital to buy you yarn. One skein each, and you'll walk away with thousands and thousands of kilos of yarn. What do you reckon? Tell them to buy you cotton, because you're like me and you have these, you can't use wool. It's for Facebook. Oh, you're funny. I crocheted a mask for my great-granddaughter's elf on the shelf. Lol. For the elf on the shelf. I love that. As much as I despise this year, I love that. That would look cute. Hope you're out and better. Karen says, I will drink to that. Karen's going to drink. Margaret says, I'll drink to that. You will, Bonnie, allow yourself time. Yeah, things take time, Bonnie. This time last year, we were mourning the passing of someone, and it was huge for us at home. So these things take time. Kaz, hello, Kaz. Oh, you're a little bit late today. We've already had lots of conversations about lots of important things, which I'll talk about again in a moment anyways. Now, this week, oh, did I leave it over there? I did. Oh, I'm so naughty. This week, we started our V-stitch top. What? Yarn Joy. Hello, Yarn Joy. I hope you are well. Oh, she's disappeared. She had a message there. It's gone. Hello, Yarn Joy, anyway. Hello. There she's back again. Welcome, Yarn Joy. I watch you so often. I just don't get that opportunity to send messages. But I do watch you. You are lovely. Yarn Joy has a YouTube channel here as well. Gloria Lewis. Hello, everyone. Sorry for all who's suffering this year. It's so hard. Midnight here at Cardiff. Oh, Gloria, that's very nice of you. Thank you very much. Oh, it's lovely, Yarn Joy. I love your background, actually, by the way. You have a gorgeous background in your tutorials or your vlogs, if you will. Whatever you want to call them, vlogs, podcasts. I don't know what people are calling everything these days. There's a name for everything, Yarn Joy. I can't keep up. Oh, I can't keep up. And our channel is just going so quick. And this year especially, because I used to have a whole lot of, you know, Mary's Merry Monday, Tip Tuesday, all that sort of jazz. I closed it all up just so that I can bring out as many tutorials as I can. My hands are burning at the moment. To bring out as many tutorials as I can, just to help out everyone who is stuck in their homes like we were, you know, 3 months we were stuck here in Melbourne. 3 months we didn't leave the house. What? Well, we did. We went to the supermarket. Biggest outing we've ever had. Supermarket and back. That's it. That was our outing. I think I just watched the cushion. What kind of wool? I'll talk to you about that in a minute. Yes, I will talk to you about the yarn in the cushion. Okay. Now, the cushion itself is... Oh, I've just dropped one skein. Oh, I won't be showing you all the skeins anyways. I'll just show you some of them. The cushion itself is for my couch, if you've watched the video. If you haven't watched the video, guys, you've got to be in it to win it. The video, I can't get it out now. The competition is creating a cushion with Wow Crochet. Now, the cushion will be, you decide on the colours, but you decide on colours that... Is someone leaving? I've missed that. I've missed that. Teresa says, ciao. Who's she saying ciao to? Stand there. Oh, we're all talking to each other. That's beautiful. I've got a beautiful community here. I really do. The cushion itself is, I'll be designing the pattern, and you guys just, I'm not going to tell you what the design is. You just have to really, you know, use your initiative in colour choice here. And you get to choose the colours that you think I would like. So you've got to know the colours I like, and yet still keep it simple enough to be sitting on someone's couch. Because you guys know I love my hot reds and bold colours, and I love a lot of colour. I love it, I love it, I love it. That's who I am. But do I really want that on a couch? Do I want some of it on the couch? Possibly. Do I want more calming colours on the couch? Maybe, maybe. So these are all tips you need to think about when you are naming your cushion. You've got to name the cushion, and you've got to give me the right colour combination. So you have to answer both those questions to be able to win this competition. Only one winner. I have 8,500 subscribers. Not everybody wants to... Thank you so much, Yarn Joy. I'll talk about that in a minute. Not everybody wants to make a cushion, and that's fine. If you don't want to make the cushion, you can still enter, so long as you are a subscriber, and you'll get the pack. You'll get one of the colours of each colour that you have chosen, that I have chosen. And if you don't like those colours, you can choose from the other ones that I have in the set. I know, right? Pretty cool. You get the crochet hook. You get the, crochet hook, the pattern. What else was it? I've forgotten already. It's a whole bag. It's a whole kit. You get it all. You get the written pattern, which I don't give away very often. I don't give away at all. I don't give away my written patterns yet. But they are coming, guys. I struggle to let go. I'm struggling to let go of them. But I will, because, you know, at the end of the day, it's what it's all about. It's just sharing, getting out there, sharing, you know. Now, the yarn is Fiddlesticks. Okay, it is not a pure wool, which I always like to use. I always like to use, mind you, I'm allergic to pure wool, so there you go. It's not a pure wool. I always like to use the 100% pure wool from Bendigo Woolen Mills or whatever, 100% pure wool. This one here is a 100% anti-pilling acrylic. Now, the reason I'm using this, I thought I'd try the anti-pilling because, you know, your cushion is sitting on the couch. People are tossing it, and they shouldn't be. They should not be tossing cushions around, but they're throwing it all over the place, and they're sitting on it and leaning against it, and it becomes a little toy. Not that I like the idea of that sound either, if you will. It becomes like a little toy that people touch and play with. And of course, you're going to get, you know, little things on it. Dust is going to get on it, fluff from people's jumpers, that kind of thing. Well, this is anti-pilling, so fingers crossed that it doesn't do that. And I got this yarn once again from Unwind Craft Cafe here in Keilor East. Now, when I say here in Keilor East, it's not here. Keilor East is maybe another 10-15 minutes drive, which is not far at all. It's actually quite close. You've got the freeways and you're there in maybe 8 minutes, depending if there's no traffic yet. Or if you speed. Oh, I'm a bit of a cruiser. Oh, I take my time. I get there when I get... Oh, would you look at that? I'm 5 minutes late. Oh, it happens. And that's the sort of person I am when it comes to driving. I don't like driving best of times. If I was wealthy, I'd have a driver. So want to drive me around everywhere. Anybody want to drive me around? I got sidetracked. Sorry, guys. But here you go. This is the yarn we are using. It is 100% anti-pilling. 100% anti-pilling. 100% acrylic. It's an anti-pilling yarn. It's called knitting yarn. Achoo. I'm still allergic to that word. These are not real sneezes, guys. I'm sure you worked it out, but they're not real sneezes. But there you go. That's the yarn. I hope I'm not yelling because I get really excited. When I start getting excited, yeah. It is machine washable. And yours truly, as you know, does not put anything in a washing machine, except, of course, the Russian join challenge. That was a bit of fun. That was a little bit of fun, that one. And we did create a washcloth as well, just for fun. As you all know, I do pop funny videos up a lot, but I never do them without creating something in it. So either we make a washcloth or we just make a little swatch, if you will. Swatch is like a small piece of a pattern that we're going to be using in the future, or we're using now, or we're making that particular item. Sorry, guys, I haven't been checking the chatters. I'll check that in a minute. Give me 1 second. But this yarn here, it's a basic yarn. Now, when I say basic, it's a lot in there. It's actually got, let me see how much is in there. I think it's 100 grams, yeah, 100 grams. So I bought that from Unwind Craft Cafe. I mean, that's the khaki. Look at the khaki. I don't know if you can see it. My lighting is not daylight. It's not on daylight. Sorry, guys. There's different lights. Can you believe different types of styles in those lights? I'm teasing Mary. Oh, is everyone teasing me? Oh, gosh. I might sit here and cry. Well, you don't want to see me cry. It comes out in the bucket loads. It's terrible. So there's your charcoal. And there's your black. So your charcoal and your black are two different colours. And in the charcoal, you can see like a tinge of grey. Very soft. You can't even tell it's grey, but there's a tinge in there. And, oh, I love this colour here. Oh, would you look at that? That's the violet. I love, love, love. And then you've got sand, and I can't remember what the other name was. I've forgotten. There's two different yellowy kind of colours. I think I like the sand a lot. And you know I love my reds. So there you go. I love my reds. You know that, guys. But would I use a whole pillow that's red on my lounge couch, on my sofa, my couch, if you will? Probably not. Where's the one that fell? Oh, I don't know what. Oh, hang on. Don't move. Oh, here we go. There's this one here. This is gorgeous too. It's got like, it looks to me like, it's supposed to be like a reds and maroons, but it's got kind of like a brown look about it too. So there you go. These are the colours that you had to choose from. They are 8 different, butter. Thank you, Katie. Oh, I should have the paperwork with me. You know what? I have the yarn still sitting laid out on the couch with the labels under it so that I can remember. But then I realised how silly I am. I got the video to remember. Hello. There's always one. Let me go back on the chats, guys. I've been missing all these chats and I do apologise. Trying to get everything out. Let's have fun teasing Mary. Of course, let's all tease Mary. Why not? Yes, I know. Poor Bonnie. She's had it rough. Make her say, my hair, my hair. I will in a minute. Thank you. Aren't we blessed to have good husbands, Bonnie says. I mean, not Bonnie. Sorry, Paula says. I said butter. Yeah, that's good. Gloria, Mary, where's the Fab's shawl gone from behind you? I'll talk about that in a minute. And Katie's a bit of a wink there. And here's a massive glass of vodka. You mean my water? You mean my glass of water? Let me talk to you about that. Cheers, everyone. 2 things I'm going to talk about. 3. See, I've got so much to talk about today. I don't know if I'm going to get it all out. 3 things. First one, that's water is my new diet. Well, I'm not just drinking water. I'll be like a stick if I just drank water. Hello, handmaid. Got to tap her on the arm. Bonnie, stop picking on me. Bonnie, get in the corner. Get in the corner. Don't touch any yarn. I've been on the CSIRO diet for this. I'm entering into the 4th week, but for 3 weeks I've lost 3¼ kilos at the moment. So fingers crossed I keep doing it. Water is a big part of the program, like anything else. But the food that you make, because you have to create your own food, they give you the recipes, they give you the, the food tools, if you will. That's what I'll call it. I'll say it in a minute, Franco and Bonnie, be good. And you have to create your own meals. So it's a lot of work. But, I hate to admit it. You've got to work out as well, but you hate to admit it, kind of is working. So, kick me in the face or what? It's working. I should say slap me in the face, not kick, because his legs won't go. I might go that high because I'm pretty short. Oh, my hair, ladies, my hair. I actually did say my hair the other day. You'll laugh. We went somewhere where we visited someone who had, you know, the air conditionings that run on water. You use the water in the background. My hair goes frizzy with that, literally in seconds. It doesn't even take an hour. And all I could think of was, oh, my hair. It was woof. And in the video, this week's video, I'm going to be honest with you, you're going to laugh at this. In this week's video with the V-stitch top, I left my hair the way it was. When I woke up in the morning, I didn't brush it or do anything. And I had it in this week's video, but you don't see because I cut out half my face. Because I didn't want to do anything with the hair. So this part was like... I'm sorry. I'm laughing at this is terrible. And all I could think of was on the channel when I say, oh, my hair. That's all I could think of. Thanks, Bonnie, for reminding me. We'll be in the corner and don't touch the yarn. Oh, don't touch the yarn. Evaporating, cool. Thank you, Karen. And it does. It makes my hair frizzy. Literally, I look like, you know, ever seen a shaggy dog? That's what it looks like. You guys are so funny. Look, so that's one of the things. We did that this week, the V-stitch top. That is part 1. We'll be making part 2. I did say Monday, but, you know, I might hold it out till Friday. There's a lot happening this week, and if I get responses back from people regarding interviews, I may end up going out this week even. Oh, what? Fingers crossed. But I do know the very first interview coming up is the 17th of December. With a lovely Roz from Passion Flower. Can I say it anymore? Can I scream anymore? So there you go. That's we've got so much happening. I've got another 2 things I'm supposed to talk about, haven't I? I can't remember the second one. I should have written this down. But it doesn't matter because a lot of it's in my face, so I can't miss it. We have been creating we've been creating Christmas gear. Yes. And they're all matching, all matching. Oh, check it out, check it out, check it out. And this was our table runner, our very final item that we made with our Christmas gear. I'm sorry, I can't get it out. Sorry, there we go. And that's our table runner. I'm going to need a drink, guys. I think that air conditioner, I put it on and I shouldn't have. Shall I turn it off again? Because my throat is just dying from sleeping with the air conditioner on. What? I never do that. I was just so hot last night. I thought, you know, put it on. I'll be 5 minutes, and I fell asleep. And then half an hour later, I realized, oh, turn it off. And then an hour later, oh, it's really hot. Turn it back on. The whole night, so my throat's all dry. So I do apologise for the hoarseness, guys. Cheers, by the way. All right. So there you go. Stop touching the yarn, ladies. Oh, purple's your favourite. Franca says purple is your favourite. Oh, I see the red. Who wants red? No one touch my reds. No one's allowed to have the red yarn. Guys, look, we have had, it's been a very interesting year here at Well Crochet. We have not stopped. Look at these ladies. They're all touching my yarn. How dare you? How dare you? Can I use the accent? I do declare. Hey, I'm learning how to crochet during this yucky time, yes. Do you all have starting tips? Also, I love your hair. Oh, thank you. Cassidy, there's a new name I haven't seen. Cassidy, you are new here to the channel. Welcome, welcome firstly. I am actually bringing out a beginners series. That's coming up very soon, closer towards Christmas when things are so busy and I don't have a lot of time to create large projects. And things are starting already, so I'm so glad we got a lot of our Christmas gear out. Cassidy, welcome firstly. Secondly, I am going to be creating a beginners series, if you will. So it'll start from your basic chains, your your basic chains, your single crochets, your half double crochets, your double crochets, even half trebles and trebles. So we're going to go right in from the very basic right up to the very tallest stitch, if you will, and maybe taller, and maybe lace patterns even, and maybe just basic granny square, and maybe basic granny circle or round piece, if you will. Then this is for the beginners. Everybody else will be doing our own projects as well. So we're all going to be working. We're going to be very busy. It's going to be very busy 6 months. And I say 6 months because it'll take me 6 months to get through a lot of the beginner series. But it'll also take 6 months for us to create some amazing projects for newbies. Thanks a lot. That's a lot of stitches, but I'm excited. Look, it sounds like a lot and it sounds daunting, but you know what? Five chains, single crochet, half double, double crochet. We'll just say the 4. They are the 4 basic stitches that you can use in crochet, and you can use them in any project. You can create blankets out of those stitches. You can create a item of clothing once you know how to design, or you can create anything, beanies, caps, whatever you want to make. You can create scarves, towels. I don't know. You can make so much with those 4 basic stitches. You can't go wrong. You cannot go wrong. Once you know those 4 stitches, all it is working your count out. Now, counting is really important in crochet and knitting. Achoo, there's that allergy again. But counting is really important in crafting. You don't want a lopsided item. And get this, hook size. And I'm saying this because I wish I'd brought it over. I'll show you on Wednesday's live. I started making the V-stitch top with a size 4.5 millimeter hook, which I thought. On the video this week, I did the actual video with a 4.5 hook. Then I took my piece out and thought, well, I'll keep going, and I did 5 rows of it. Then I thought, oh, let's see how gorgeous it looks up against the other one. It's this much bigger than the other side of the top. And I thought, what have I done? Did I put too many stitches? No, all the stitches were exactly the same. The count was perfect. I used the wrong size hook, didn't I? What? I used a 4 millimeter for the first side, and I hadn't realized it. And I used a 4.5 for the second side. And I thought, oh, what am I going to do? I may have to take the whole thing undone. Well, the half that I did. So using the wrong size hook, Cassidy, can also be an issue when you are creating. If you use a wrong size hook and you want to make a certain size, let's say like that top, for argument's sake, for our body, you don't want the front to be this big and then the back to be that small. You're going to have your side seam sitting at the back, that kind of thing, or pulling back. So there are so many things you need to think about with crochet. It's not just about the yarn. It's not just about the hook. It's about everything. It all has to marry each other. It's like a marriage. Sorry. They've got to like each other. The hook's got to like the yarn. The yarn's got to like the hook. That kind of thing. I know it's a bit silly to think about it that way, but it kind of is. There's more to crochet than just putting stitches on a hook and making something. There's a bit more to it. Like, let's take for argument's sake our little guy. I'll look at all these chats in a minute. Our little guy here, the very, very top head that you see, the circumference part of it. My daughter created that bit. Her hands were a lot smaller than mine. Thinner, I should say, not smaller. Everybody's got thinner hands than mine, right? And they were a lot easier to hold tighter yarn, tighter crochet hook and that sort of thing. You'd use a small or a big hook for the star blanket in the background. For that part there, I used, that yarn is actually an 8-ply yarn, so I used a 4 millimeter hook. 8-ply is a number 3 overseas if you come from overseas. So I used a number 4 millimeter hook for that. And I think Frances used a 3 millimeter hook for the head, because when you're doing a amigurumi, you want it tight. You want it to be tight. Otherwise, you're going to see all the fluff coming out. You know. Unless you're using a thicker yarn, then you can use a 4 millimeter hook. But if you're using the thinner yarn, you've got to make it with a very small crochet hook to keep everything in together. Now, I can't do amigurumi. Not that I can't do it. My hands are just physically not right for amigurumi. You've got to have the right hands, I believe. These are really stubby and short. And when I do amigurumi, it really, really hurts. And I don't want to do any damage to my hands, especially not now because I work so much. So I leave the amigurumi part up to my daughter or whoever's willing to do amigurumi for me. And then I add the little blanket or lovey part, if you will. So there you go. Guys, I'm going to go back and just check. I've missed all of this chat. I have missed it all. Did you use a small bit? Oh, there it is. Good. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Thank you so much. Bonnie says I'm a good teacher. Oh, that's cute. Thank you so much, Bonnie. Even after I forgot to say hello to her. Oh, she's so kind to me. And Cassidy says, did you use a smaller hook? We've discussed that already. Margaret says Melbourne, Australia, 11:18. Thank you. It is 11:18. Not anymore. It's, what is it now? 11:20. Oh, it's only 2 minutes away. Then you've got Paula is in Virginia, and she's 7 p.m., 7:15 or 7:19. Is that p.m.? Yes, it is p.m. You did say that, Bonnie. Thank you. Oh, I've lost everything here. Oh, I've missed all of this. Oh, best tech. Oh, thanks, Katie. Oh, I feel so warm and fuzzy inside. She says I'm the best teacher like ever. She used those words. No, she didn't. She just says I'm the best teacher. Frank, you're in London. Frank is in London. Yes. Say it with Squishy. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Squish. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much. Cassidy's giving thumbs up. Great. Franca, do you know when you're getting... I asked when she was getting out. She didn't respond. 10:19 Saturday here in Queensland. Oh, yeah, we're an hour behind us. Yes. We're an hour in front of you. You're at the right time. Not sure. They are talking Monday, maybe. You reckon, Franca? Monday. Okay. To know Franca take it. I know, poor Franca, she's had it rough too. Bonnie's had it rough, Franca's had it rough. Crossing my fingers for you, that's correct. Yes, I don't understand because they are both G hooks, 4.5 and 4 are both oh, that's interesting. Sherry, I'll talk to you about that in a minute. It's 7:21 p.m. There, yes, p.m., yes. Like ever. You're so funny, Katie. Like ever. What have we got here? Help us. Oh, look how much I've missed. I've missed all of this. I do apologise, guys. I'm trying to get everything to come out. Queensland has the right idea. I know, right? Where are you from, Mary? Blair. Blair, I'm from Melbourne, Australia, in an area called Glenroy. It's a northern, kind of a western northern part of Melbourne. We are about 7 or 8 minutes drive from Melbourne Airport, actually, Tullamarine Airport. Oh, you love me, Bonnie. Thank you so much. I love you too. Look in your corner. I'm too scared to look in there in case you're taking all my yarn. Oh, it's taking forever. I'm so sorry. Oh, my gosh. And Angela's from Coventry, yes. Love you, Frank. Oh, I know. Frank is gorgeous. Franco praying. I know. We are hoping that you get out Monday, and hopefully I will be able to send... I'm sorry, I haven't sent the goodies out yet. But I will be able to send them out on Monday or Tuesday. Tuesday I'm out and about. So, Blair, where are you from, lovely? I usually use a 4.5 as I crochet fairly tight. All right. Now, I use... You're right, though, Kiki. And I thought I was a tight crocheter, which I am. But funnily enough, there are times, which is very not good, that I change my tension. It's not a good thing. There are times when I'm tired or doing tutorials, I find I loosen up my stitches a little bit. You're from Utah. That's right. You did mention that, I think, in the past, Blair. Yes, you have been there a long time, but my time clock is messed up and everything is long right now. Okay. So, look... just so lost now. I don't even know what I was talking about because I thought I'd better go and have a look at all these people that they're talking. Remember, guys, you have to be in it to win it with the cushion competition. Now, you're not winning the cushion. What you're winning is the yarn that you have chosen or that you have chosen for our pillow or cushion, that you can actually choose any one of the other yarns for your giveaway. How do you like that for your competition? You're winning the hook. You are winning the, what are we winning? The pattern? I can't remember what I said now. Go check the video out. I will leave a link in the description box down below after the live. I can't do it during the live, but I can do it after the live. It'll be the very first link you see. Then you'll see a link with my, sisters and funny, this guy here, Guy. Oh, oops. I wasn't supposed to give away the special guest if you haven't watched it. So you'll see that. Look, we have a lot of fun with our comedy part of crochet. I do a lot of comedy things. I don't always upload them because I think, oh, it's a bit silly. But you know what? We uploaded this one with Guy and it seemed to have a good response. So maybe the silly things aren't so bad after all. Okay, I'm missing all of this again. Not sure if you got the Christmas card. No, I haven't got anything yet, Ghost Hacker. Takes a long time to get anything delivered anywhere. You have a friend in Northampton. Squishy has a friend in Northampton. That's nice. Cassidy is from North America. Oh, lovely to have you here in Melbourne, Australia. You know, cyber, Melbourne, Australia. Not sure if you got, no, didn't get the Christmas card. We can win something. Yes, you can. I'll explain it to you in a minute. Can't wait for my gift, Mary. It's coming. Sorry, it is coming. Check out her latest video, Cassidy. I'll talk to everyone about that in a minute. I've got a couple of days left. You've got some time, yes. All right. How do you enter, Cassidy? How you enter the video, the giveaway competition. It's not a giveaway. I keep saying it's a giveaway. It's a competition. You have to compete. You have to watch the video. Now, the video is called, oh my gosh, Cushion Night All. Have a good, great weekend. Good night, Mary. I hope you're well. Hope you, get a nice little sleep there. It's really late there, sorry. You go there and pick the colours. Okay, yeah, what you do is you go to the video, and I will leave that in the description box down below, the link. It's about 2 or 3 videos away. In fact, I think it's only 2 videos away. So go and have a look at my channel. Go to the video section. Bye, Blair. See you soon. Go to the video section. There will be, not that last one we just did, which is the V-stitch top. You'll see it. It's the couch cushion competition. Thank you, Kiki. I just said it as you said it. Exactly, the couch cushion competition. And we will actually making a dishcloth. Can't believe I found both, but they are both G hooks. I'll talk to you, Sherry. Give me 1 second about the crochet hooks. I'm sorry, I got distracted. Too many people are talking. I'm not going to look at the words for a while, okay? Go to that video, watch the video in full to understand. I didn't mention not to say anything about this year's terrible times. I should have, and I apologise. I will be putting some more information up on all my details in the future to say, don't mention these times. I just don't want to I don't want them to be a part of my life. It's ruining everyone's lives, and it's ruining my life too. So there you go. Sherry, about your crochet hooks. Okay. Now, you're not the only one that's had this problem. I have bought 2 crochet hooks from the same company. Both I thought were 4.5. One turns out to make your projects a lot bigger. You caught our live, Michelle, but we're almost finished, honey. I'll stick around for a while, but we're almost done. The size 4.5 millimeter hook and the 4, there's not too much of a difference, but it is when you are creating like I did with that top this week. My top was maybe, I don't know, say this long with the 4. With the 4.5, it came out so much bigger. We're talking like a whole hand bigger. And actually, I didn't even notice when I looked in down the lens, when you guys were watching the video, I looked at it later and thought, wait a minute, it even shows on the video that it's bigger than the other piece, and I didn't pick it up. It was one of those things I thought, oh, what? So now I'm going to have to check that hook. I'm pretty sure I used the 4, really. But sometimes they can mess up the hook size, and it can happen. I had 2 hooks, exactly the same, because I ordered 2 the same because I use mine so much, and because I have nails, long nails, I tend to damage the middle part of the hook. I wonder if I've got one here to show you. No, my damaged ones I keep in a separate area. I don't throw them away. Can you believe it? I don't throw them away. I don't throw anything away. I'm so naughty. And I damaged it. So I thought, you know what? I'll buy 2, keep one in storage. So when I damage this one, which will happen because I've got the long nails and I work for hours using it, I'll have the other one. So what I did, I was in the middle of a tutorial a couple of years ago. I changed from that one to the next one because I knew I'd bought them together. Yeah. And it made the project different. Bribe to hold Mary hostage for a bit longer. Thank you for the super chat, Kiki. I don't mind you bribing me. I'll be held out probably for a little while longer now. Thanks, Kiki. Now I have to stick around. Thank you so much for your super chat. Guys, for those of you who do super chats, I thank you so much for it. It's very well received. And looking at it now, I may have to go out and spend some money with that super chat. So there you go. You may not know this, but every time I get a super chat, I literally add it up. And at the end of the week, I take that bit of money and I go out and I buy something with it. Because you had given me some cash for super chat for our channel, I want to spend the money for our channel using your super chats. And I do thank you so much for that. getting back to the hook size again, Sherry. Well, keep going back to that hook. There has been times where they have messed up the lettering and the numbers on there. And I've got that once, and I remember saying, they said, no, you must have used the wrong size hook. No. I just didn't argue with them in the end. I thought, I'm not going to argue with you. It happened. I was going to send both of them back to them saying, you do it. And I thought, no, forget it. Just leave it. But it does happen, and it happened. This was 2 years ago, and I thought maybe I wasn't professional enough. I thought, what am I doing? I've been crocheting since I was like this old, right? A little bit longer than that. I didn't start crocheting properly until I was about, 8 or 9, and then it was just dribs and drabs because I had to live, yeah. I had to be a child. I had to be a student and all that jazz, which I despised. So, yeah, they do have issues with hooks occasionally. I'll out of the competition as cord cushion. No, you don't have to be out of it, Gloria. What you need to do, rename it. That's why I said I'm giving everyone that opportunity to go back to theirs. Because I didn't state it, you're not out of it. You are still in it. Because I didn't state it, you are allowed to go back and change your name, okay? Katie, oh my gosh, she's done a super chat as well. Oh my gosh, you guys, I can't stick around forever. It was a very busy day. It's a very busy weekend. But thank you so much for that super chat, Katie. It's very well received again. I'm doing well today. Everyone's super chatting me, and I'm glad they are because I need to spend a lot of money when I go visit these farms. And when I go visit these hand dyers, I got to spend a lot of money. What competition sounds interesting? Oh, Michelle, you obviously don't watch all of our videos, which is okay because I never expect everyone to watch all our videos. But I have a cushion competition happening here at Well Crochet. The video is like a couple of videos ago. It's creating a cushion for my couch here. And you guys have got to name it. You guys have got to pick the yarn that I've put on the video. You've got to choose between, don't choose all 8 skeins, because I won't use all 8 skeins or skeins or whatever you want to call them. Choose wisely. Choose yarn that you know I would like. This is one where you have to use a bit of your knowledge, yeah? You have to know pretty much what my likings are. However, you have to remember my likings are really bold. I love my reds and everything. But you have to remember it's for a couch or an armchair or whatever. And so it has to be relatively decent, like calming, decent. You don't want to be wide and out there. Our cushions that we made here, our pillow that we made here a while back was called the Mood Pillow. And that's one we made a long time ago. And it's got to be totally different than this. Okay? It's got to, we're not doing this at all. There will be no C2C and there'll be no granny squares in it. Okay? So it's got to be totally different. This is one that I created years and years ago, my very first Mood Pillow. And I did the loud part. We won't be creating this. It's far too hard. That is a paid pattern. So, guys, we are going to be creating that cushion together. You are able to choose a name. If you have chosen a name with, like I mentioned before, with anything to do with this, horrible year that we are in, go and change it. I'm giving you that opportunity to change it. You still have the opportunity to win. Just change the name so I don't have to, I just don't want to look at this. I just don't want to deal with that stupid thing that we've had to deal with all year. We've had to put up with that in our heads. Every news article, everything we read, people we speak to, everybody walking around with masks. It just, I don't want to hear about it anymore. And I said from the beginning, I said, do not do anything to do with that horrible year. I'm going to kick 2020 out. It's going, as Karen says. She's waiting for New Year's to make sure 2020 disappears. She's waiting to the time, right up to the minute. So guys, before I head off, I just want to let you know, for those of you who don't know, every year, we started it last year, so I won't say every year, we've only done it once, on New Year's Eve, Melbourne, Australia's New Year's Eve. If you are ahead of us, yours will be the day before. On our New Year's Eve, well, if you're behind us, yours will be the day after. On New Year's Eve, I do a very 5-minute quick talk. I sit in the background. You might even see, a sofa and maybe a couple of slippers or whatever else in the background. I don't make a big deal of it, but I do advertise, promote, but I do promote a giveaway. Now, I call this the annual, get it right, the annual subscriber giveaway of the year. What I do is I choose one subscriber of my 8,800 subscribers. I only choose one. Oh, good night, Ghost Hacker. Good night. Only choose one subscriber. And last year's was Suzanne from God Crochet and Create. I keep getting her name wrong. the name of her, label wrong. And she won a large pack. And what I do in that pack, I put everything and anything from yarn, from hooks, from crochet booklets, books, patterns. I put everything in there, everything I can get. And this year I said to her that she can choose any one of my paid patterns as a freebie for doing that as well. But you know what? I didn't get my paid patterns up because I was too busy focusing on getting so much out for the channel. So she's going to get another year worth of free patterns from me to her. She doesn't know that yet, or she might, not sure. But she doesn't. I haven't actually told her verbally, but she's going to find out eventually. If she watches our live, she will. And she will be getting that as well. But this New Year's, I'll be picking one subscriber out of all of our subscribers. I'll be picking just one who I feel has been a very big part of our channel in so many different ways, and not just here at the channel. That spend some time at Facebook or Instagram. And if you don't have those other places, that's fine. I know a lot of people send me private messages, which I appreciate. I don't always get back to you though, not straight away, not even after a week. There's so many coming in, so I need a secretary. Like I said last week, can someone come and be my secretary? But I want to do the personal messages because I like them. I like when I get personal. I do. I love when I get personal messages. Guys, it's been a very... Are you still talking? I finished... You're doing a roast again. Guys, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. It's been a very busy day. It's been a very busy morning. Teresa wants to be my secretary. You're not home enough. You're not here enough. I need someone who's with me all the time. I have to be joined at the hip. Or maybe I'll just get Guy to do it. What a guy's me. Oh gosh, I'm so naughty. I've been talking for a long time. My voice is going, guys. I've been talking for a very long time. Teresa's doing her roast for the lunchtime, by the looks of it. Or more of a lunchy dinner thing. Because I know you've got brunch. What do you call lunch and dinner? Dinner? I don't know. I'll come all and thanks. That's cute. Good night all and thanks. Thank you. Good. Got to run, baby. He's awake. Baby's awake. Take care of baby. Look after baby. We've got to do that. I've done that years ago. I'm still doing it. No babies. I've got adult children. All right. Jacinta, she says, or Kina or China. Depends on what nationality you are. Guys, thank you so much for watching. It's been so long. I do have to run. So much happening. You remember the competition. You've got to be in it to win it. And you can actually, if you've done something to the pandemic time, just go and change it. I will allow the change. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your super chat. Thank you for watching our videos here at Well Crochet. It's very well appreciated. Some other good news is coming soon. It still hasn't come, and I'm really sorry. It will come. But this is a good news for today. Check out Roz's channel, Passion Flower. Check her out on Instagram. Check her out on Facebook. Check her out everywhere. That's our very first interview for 2020, even though it's the end of the year. Happy crocheting to you. Guess what, guys? Ciao for now. Bye, all. Oh, bye, Bonnie. I'll give you a separate Bonnie. Bye, all. Ciao.